This week's episode is brought to you by For the Love of Goddess, a cult novel by Anders Fager. With For the Love of Goddess, Anders Fager takes on the universe of KULT with the same frenzy and visionary power that he has already brought to the Lovecraftian mythos. It has the Archant Tifereth and her lictor Tiffany Reader fighting for the affection of their plaything and creation, the superstar actor Adam. Fager has called the novel a romance, but is quick to add, with meat hooks. It is a wild and disturbing journey through a 21st century cult universe thoroughly affected by Tifereth's bellowed invention, the internet. It runs through a London where time has collapsed into chaos, through decadent 1970s New York, through Rio, Riyadh and Manchuria, and of course Metropolis, the magnificent black star of the cult universe. It is erotic, surreal, and absurdly violent, a treat for all old and new fans of cult. For the Love of Goddess by Anders Fager is already out in Swedish and will be available in English next year.
Rest. All I want to do is rest. Haven't I earned it? I should have stayed in the hospital, but I couldn't. We have to keep moving, I told myself. I feel so weak now. Perhaps in a way I've always been this weak. Isn't that why men seek knowledge in the first place? Power? To stop being nothing more than ants in the grand scheme of things. In the dream, I felt different for a moment, like something more. Dark thoughts. I think dangerous thoughts. We are finding out some more, at least. Getting clues that lead us to the origin of this evil. The evil we face, anyway. Reality seems more and more distant by the hour now. More painful. I'm in pain again, right now. Perhaps it's best to just lie down and give up. I don't know if I can take much more. In this reality, anyway. This is Red Moon Roleplay.
You dream nothing. Darkness, it's liberating. Like it used to be. Björn, you wake up and a man is standing in front of you. You're in a hospital bed. He's got a grey suit with glasses and a blue tie. He looks like he was born to be a lawyer.
Björn? No. Wait, who are you?
Mr. von Krusenstjerna, Handelman has sent me. My name is Phillips.
Oh shit.
Please, he puts his hand on your arm as he sees you getting worked up. Please don't be concerned with the accident. It has been solved. Accidents happen after all, don't they?
Yeah, of course. I'm guessing he didn't make it, did he?
Well, we must all pass one day, right? Rest up and give Handelman a call when you are well again. I'm sure he's eager to talk to you. The lawyer, Phillips, he gets up and starts moving out of the hospital room that you're in. On the way out, you notice a tattoo on his neck. An intricate pattern that makes no sense. He smiles and he leaves. And you are in this hospital room. You feel surprisingly yourself.
Huh. That's odd.
All your things are by the bed.
Oh shit. I seem to have some guardian angels watching over me.
Your clothes are where they should be, and then the things that you had on you. The other things, well, you have a feeling that they will be okay, though. There's a note on the table by the bed.
I pick it up.
Come see me, Richter. It's marked with the stationery of the Max Birger Hospital. That seems to be where you are.
I look out the window.
Yeah, you're in Berlin. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Where you were going, after all. You remember this hospital? He must be waiting on the lower levels, then.
I lean back in the bed and I let out a laugh. It's just it's so absurd. I'm not. Here I am suddenly feeling better after having crashed in a. I don't believe it. I throw away the bed cover and I put my feet on the floor. I try to stand up.
Yes, you get up. You're wearing the patient's robe still.
I take them off and I start getting into my normal clothes. This is a roller coaster. This is just ups and downs. Like, I don't know. It's.
You feel strong, but you suspect it's only on the surface. There's something very, very wrong inside you. Something that you didn't think could be broken anymore. That has been broken just a bit further.
Well, I'm all about the surface. So that's what I try to focus on. If I feel that there's something good, something feeling alright, something feeling alive, that's what I'm gonna play on. That's what I'm gonna stick to. And the rest can just, just fuck itself. There's too much shit. I'm feeling good, because I say so.
What do?
I get dressed and I go out and I look around. Is there a reception? Is there something? Do I know where I am?
There's a nurse close by that sees that you're up. Oh, Mr. von Krusenstjerna, you're up. Happy to report that your friend also made it through the crash quite okay. If you would like to see him, he's in the room next door.
Thanks. I was just about to ask. You're doing a great job here. Thank you very much.
She nods and continues with her business.
I look at her for a bit and then I leave. Go to Carver's room.
Yes, the room is marked with the name James Carver.
And I enter, arms out. Mr. James Carver, how are you on this fantastic day at the beginning of the rest of our lives?
In front of you is a bed where Carver is lying. He's sleeping, it seems.
Well, that's no fun. But it seemed like the nurse thought he was alright. Maybe I should just let him sleep for a bit. I took out the note that I kept from my other room from the Dr. Richter and I put it on the side of his bed.
Just as you're reaching over to put it by the side of his bed, Carver, you wake up like immediately. Your eyes are just fully awake. And you see Björn standing in front of you. You are wide awake now. Aware on a level that you don't think you have ever been before. What the hell was that you saw? That was something that you have not seen before.
As in the imagery of the machines and the conveyor belt, all that, yes.
Yes. You feel strangely better. As if you have learned just a little bit more. You can recover one stability.
Oh. I mean, how do I physically feel? Because I feel like the last time I remember, I felt like I was dying by the sounds of it. So, how do I feel now?
A lot better. the wound doesn't ache anymore. You still feel that smell from the back of your neck. That thing is still there. But the bandages are smaller now than they were before, and there's no blood. It feels like it's been tightened up, and yeah, you feel yourself again. That's weird. How's that possible? Has time passed again?
I again sort of stumble out of the bed, almost on adrenaline, and I just sort of look at Bjorn, and I'm like, why? A hospital. We're in another hospital. Oh my god. How did we get here?
Hey, calm down, Carver. I grab him by the shoulders. We're in Berlin. We are just in the right place, and Dr. Richter is waiting for us downstairs. So, seems like the guardian angels have struck again. How does my stability look like, by the way?
It is still the same as it was before.
Fantastic. Come on, get dressed.
I kind of feel the need to question all of this, but I suppose that what I've just seen, I just start getting dressed. I almost feel a bit better, and the fact that I feel a bit better almost makes me just feel like maybe I just need to accept it. Maybe it was just another case of the dream world, the veil. Maybe it's always there. Maybe it's always been there. Maybe there's nothing we can do about it. I get dressed.
Would you like something from the machine? There's a vending machine out here. I thought I was gonna just get a snack.
Yes. Where's Jenkins?
I'm sure Jenkins is fine. I don't know. And I give a smile, and my eyes look more empty than ever.
I shake my head and just sort of like barge past Bjorn straight into the doorway, and I just start looking for like a nurse or something.
Yeah, you start looking around, and Bjorn, what do? You go to the vending machine?
Yeah, I go to the vending machine. Oh,
yeah, what do you buy at the vending machine?
Stupid cat. I get a bar of chocolate. Yeah, some chocolate.
Yeah, you put in the money, and something comes down the vending machine. You reach in to get it, but then you hear another thing and another thing. There's some thin paper-like things that are coming through the vending machine, like photos that are coming out of it.
I pick one up, or a couple, and I look. What's this?
It's autopsy photos. It seems to have been a bicyclist who's gotten his skull crushed, and the brains are coming out, and you recognize this man. This is the man that you. His death is because of you. And there he is, and you're holding the pictures of this autopsy. But how is that possible? How could that be in a vending machine? That is all wrong. That is all wrong.
Ah, fuck this! And I kick the machine and I throw the photo away.
Carver, you find a nurse.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm a new patient. I've just come in. I need to know where are my things. There was an animal I was with. Where's the animal?
I think Dr. Richter said that he had everything of yours. He asked that you come see him. He's a bit of an odd one, that one, but enjoy your visit down in the dungeon.
I kind of shake my head and run back into the room to get my clothes on. And while I've done that, that's probably when I come out and notice Bjorn just attacking this machine. Like, Bjorn, what are you doing? Come on, we need to go.
Fucking machine, man. It's just. Fuck it. You know, Let's go, man. Let's go. Shake it off.
Yes, and time moves inexplicably. You find yourself in a familiar location. Dr. Richter looks at you. He's holding a Danish. You're sitting at the desk there. On the chair next to him is Jenkins, sitting there looking at you.
How is he? I immediately, just as I snap into the moment, go to reach out for him.
You start to reach towards him, and you are able to touch his head, and he puts it to his side, And he purrs a little bit. He seems to be okay.
I take a Danish from the table and I tell Cara, I told you it was alright.
The TV is showing an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. Captain Picard has become a Locutus of Borg and has destroyed the Federation fleet at Wolf 359. Resistance is futile. Dr. Richter looks at you, studying you like he does. Everything feels just a little bit off, if you know what I mean. Everything is not quite as it should be. Time passes not like it should, and movements are a bit odd. You get used to it. 1 month. At most.
What?
I could treat you here. I could treat you here, make sure you don't have to suffer when the time comes.
What, you mean you just get us all drugged up and, yeah, well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's your choice, but, that is what you have. This progress it's unbelievable. It doesn't match with the records, and if what you did didn't work, then I don't believe we have a cure. So it's your choice. Suffer like she did, or I can give you some relief. We can study the progress.
Look, man, I know you when I really appreciate you trying to help us out, and you really have helped us out a lot. It seems like the last thing we did there apparently made things worse. Yeah, I don't know even where to start, but if you want the full details, what...
I don't need the details. He pushes over a note. I found the people that you are looking for. 3 of them are dead already. Natural causes. 2 still alive. Ethel Brockman and Lila Nemtseva. Their addresses and phone numbers are on the note as well. Do you think they have the solution?
No, I don't know. What else can we do? I mean, we got this, and we got the Kirov clinic in Russia and some camp. Do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about like their history or anything?
No, I've just seen the records. I've just seen the names mentioned there.
Have they come in for anything like this? Have they had any weird, symptoms?
No, nothing. They have stayed completely away from hospitals since they were discharged from the Frankfurt clinic.
I'm not surprised. That place is a hellhole. You'd never want to go there. Or maybe you would, actually. Yeah.
What do you make of our marks on the back of our necks, Doctor? How much of that is unhealthy for us?
The backs of your necks. He starts to look.
Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
Fantastic. I feel the back of my head. Do I still feel it there?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, shit.
It seems, Richter, there's things even you can't see.
How do we even know we're awake now?
Bjorn, we don't. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. What we can do is continue, whether we're asleep or awake. There's no difference anymore. I don't think. That's fine.
Jenkins jumps across the table and sits in your lap.
See, what doesn't this come sit in my lap? What's wrong with this cat? I'm just annoyed right now. I'm just annoyed. Sorry.
I look over Jenkins for a moment, and I start to tear up a little. And I kind of just remark to the doctor, I don't suppose you have any facilities for cats down here, do you?
No. This is a hospital for people. You'd need to go to a veterinarian. But the cat looks fine, though, from what I can say.
It's not that. I just don't think. I look down at him like, I don't think you. We need to get you safe. I don't think we're safe anymore, Jenkins. What do you think? I don't know if you can stay with me. I don't know where I'm going. I don't think
that's not your decision. That's Jenkins' decision.
As you say that to Jenkins, he scratches you with his claw. You feel blood's coming. He scratched you pretty good.
Ow. Oh, I'm just thinking of you. Ugh. Fine. Ugh. Fine.
See? I sit back in the chair, finishing off my Danish, just staring. Okay, so we got these two. We got Lila and Athel. Yeah, that's what we got. What else? We got that. We want to find these incarnates, and we want to... I don't know.
I lean forward a little. I go, Dr. Richter, what's the news been like lately?
He's looking at the episode of Star Trek. What, the news? About what?
Anything about sudden changes and things like, I don't know, the Slavic Association, or political upheaval, what with the disappearance of a lot of key officials very recently.
There was that accident with the fire.
Yeah, the gas explosion. Don't you remember, Carver?
It's been on the news a bit, but
I'm trying to get information, Bjorn, about the incarnates. They're out there. They're doing things right now. Maybe they're doing them publicly.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, good point. Sorry.
No, nothing out of the ordinary. Just the normal stuff. There's a lot of good TV now, though. I like this show. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
I just get up. I'm ignoring him. I've started pretty much, Bjorn will probably notice this, just standing and walking. It's almost like my usual cautiousness is dissolving at the more and more reality seems to be falling apart. I just remark, what's the first name of those two? Ethel?
Athel. Lila.
Let's go.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Thank you so much again, Dr. Richter. I mean, yeah, you are you are our ally in this. One of the few we have.
He's eating on the Danish, and Carver, you probably already started to leave. He says to you, Bjorn, you know that what you've done is unforgivable, right?
What do you mean? And my smile fades.
He continues to eat the Danish and just goes back to watching the TV. What? What did you say?
What the fuck do you mean by that?
What? Sorry, what?
Never mind. You, look, thanks. I wanted to say thanks, and if things don't go, if we don't get anywhere in 2 weeks, then hell, have my body and drug it up. Then I'll see you then.
Well, I hope it will not become necessary. Good luck.
Thanks. You too. Bye. And I pound the wall as we go. Ugh!
The way I'm walking off, it's almost now like I'm not even mentioning how we're going to get there or talking about plans. It's almost like I'm just walking forward expecting to be there in a few seconds. I almost accept that maybe is what's going to happen, or maybe not. I haven't even checked if Jenkins is following. I'm sure he is, but again, I'm almost walking like in a dream.
You are, and you realize that you're holding Jenkins like you would hold a baby as it's going to fall to sleep. He's just lying there in your arms. You're glad he's alive?
Yes, I am. If he wasn't, I don't know if I would, I don't know if I'd have this weird clarity, to be honest with you. I think I'd be giving in.
The address to Ethel and Lila is located in the Marzahn suburbs outside of what used to be East Berlin. What do you intend to do to get to them? There's a phone number as well.
Like I said, I'm just walking forwards, expecting to suddenly appear there. I'm guessing after a few minutes, it turns out that's not happened.
No, it hasn't.
Carver, let's get up to the reception. I need to make a call, and we need to sort out a ride.
Yes, we need to get our things together. Ugh. And I just nod.
So, you find a phone, Bjorn.
Time to call Handelman. see what's up. Well,
You call Handelman. He picks up.
Murderer?
Joseph, how are you?
Bjorn, I'm very happy to hear from you. We were getting worried, but
Yeah.
given your family situation, we decided not to bother you. Murderer.
Thanks. I'm sorry, there's something wrong with the line here. So, but well, fine. Things are fine. Things are all very good, and we just need a car, I think, and a place to stay in Berlin.
Yes, of course, we can sort that out. There's good news, actually. The Economic Crimes Authority are off our case. They just packed up and left. I don't know what happened, but it seems as if the investigation is off.
Fantastic. That's great. I wonder why they did that in the first place. No clue as to that either, I guess.
No, best stay careful in case it's a trap, but the indications are positive. I believe our legal counsel told you what to expect regarding the tragic accident.
Yeah, I had this young man coming over to let me know that things are getting sorted.
Yes, Phillips, he's a very good one. When can we expect to see you back? I know the board members are anxious to see you.
Yeah, something particular that you need me to sort out, or just...
No, just, we want you back in the business now that things are, moving ahead as planned again. No investigations or anything like that.
Yeah, of course. Look, would you want me to pop in, or I still got some things to sort out?
No, you do your things first, and then you can come see us.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll see me there before too soon. We could use a car, a company car or something. Just
It's already sorted out. You'll find it outside of the hospital. You have the key in your coat pocket, I believe.
And I feel in my coat pocket. Is there a key there?
There is indeed. A Mercedes.
Is it like my old one?
Yes, of course. I know you like that particular model.
Fantastic. That's great then. Anything else you needed? Otherwise, we'll be on our way.
No, how many innocents are you gonna kill before you finally kill yourself?
Bye. I hang up the phone.
I think I overheard the conversation a little, from my end anyway. I can't help but just sort of laugh a bit oddly for a moment.
What's funny?
You're talking so normally on the phone, Bjorn. It's like you think things can go back after this, but they can't. You know that, right? I don't know what you've got with the business and everything, but it's all over.
I don't care. Wait, what are you talking about? Let's focus on one thing at hand. I mean, whatever comes next, I'm not gonna give up hope. There are things in this world that I happen to really appreciate, and there are things in this world that I still have to do. So, with all due respect, Mr. Occultist or Doomsayer, I'm gonna continue doing my best to sort this stuff out. I'm gonna start moving for the door, stomping the ground.
I just nod and take a long deep breath and follow after him.
Yes, still holding Jenkins. Where do you go now?
I'm hoping to get into this car.
Yeah.
Yes, you reach the car. It is a Mercedes W140. It looks almost exactly the same as the one you had. You think it might even have a car phone.
I applause for a bit, and I go over to it, and I look through the windows. Nice. I go to open I don't know why. I go to open the trunk to see if anything's there.
Oh, it's your dead driver.
Fuck you! I slam the trunk, and I let out a strange laugh, and I go out and sit. I go, get in the car, Carver. Get in the fucking car.
I would laugh, but I don't know. Maybe I don't. I just go straight to the back of the car. Have we somehow recovered all the books as well?
Yes, all the duffel bags and everything. It's right there in the trunk of the car.
I let Jenkins get back into his position. I lean back and I go, well, at least something wants us to succeed. I suppose you should drive.
What? What? Yeah, I'm gonna drive. Of course I'm gonna drive.
Yeah, there's a pair of driving gloves right next to the steering wheel.
I take a breath and I put them on carefully. Do you know what? I think we're gonna be just fine. And I start driving.
I smile at that as I again pick out one of the books of demonology, and I just start leafing through the entries where I found reference to Chigidiel, and I just start looking at some of the other demonic entries, out of curiosity, of course.
You study these books on the way, and just like last time when you searched for Chigidiel, you find very unclear references. It's not really clear who the other demons may be. There are different names mentioned. A Gebura, Malkuth? What are all these names? But what they are and what they do and where they can be found, it's the references, they don't make any sense. They are all different. There doesn't seem to be one clear set of facts around any one of them. But what is clear is that Chigidiel has many, many enemies, many who want to see him fail in whatever he is doing. Perhaps there are allies out there, but how to reach them, you cannot tell. You arrive at a sprawling suburban area with 2-story houses made of grey concrete. This is the Marzahn area. Small lawns devoid of trees or shrubs. There's a chill in the air here. Houses were built rapidly sometime in the 1970s. And plaster started flaking and the concrete is covered with obscene graffiti and swastikas. Children are playing in a burnt-out car on the parking lot. Their red and blue jackets bring a bit of life to this otherwise very much dying area. You've arrived here. What do you do?
Well, this is the place. Are they living close by, or are they living together, actually?
They seem to be living in the same building, a few apartments apart.
What do you say, Carver? Lila or Ethel?
Ethel, I say as I slam the book I was reading shut in frustration. And I just go, let's go see Ethel and get what we need.
Yeah, maybe she has cookies for us. I go out of the car.
Just before we began going up, by the way, I quickly went to the back and I rummaged through some of our supplies, and I just absently, didn't really probably even inform Bjorn, collected a few candles and a few little bits of incense, you know, the things I'd used before, and I just sort of pocketed them, just in case.
As you come up to the building and you enter, you see that the decay is even worse in the entrance. There's a stench of sweat and urine that hits you like a brick wall. A drunk sleeps on the basement landing, rolled in newspapers and in a cardboard bed. There are several empty bottles of rot gut that line the wall. The elevator is broken. Well, it's only one floor up anyway.
As we enter into the building, I just look around and I cover my nose and say, this is fucking disgusting. And I look at the drunk and I tell him, you hear that? You're fucking disgusting.
He does not reply. You start to walk up the stairs. You sort of have to kind of climb over him almost to get to the stairs. As you start passing him by and get up the stairs, you start to hear, Bjorn, a familiar sound. Insect carapaces that are rubbing against each other. Legs. Many legs. And the horde rolls in like a tidal wave. These 10 enormous disfigured insects, cockroach-like. They hungrily approach the man. From the stairwell to the basement as well, another 10 or so insects are crawling up towards him. What do you do?
Is there anything nearby that I could use as a weapon?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Well, then I get out of their way.
You've already gotten past them, and you're heading up, and they're coming from the basement and coming from the side. You can choose to let them go about their business, or you can try to intervene. It is your choice.
Do I see this as well? Or...
Yes, you do. You have never seen anything like this before. What the hell is that?
I stand up against the wall and it's like, oh, look at that. It's my friends, the cockroaches again.
Again? You've seen them before?
Oh yeah. These things, they ate my driver. Fantastic. Useful.
They start to drag the sleeping man. He wakes up and starts screaming. They're starting to drag him down the stairs.
Bye.
They're eating him alive as he screams and is dragged down the stairs.
I just turn away and I mutter, I think that's how they all go. I think we just don't normally see it.
You come up to Ethel's door. It says Ethel Brockman on the door.
I knock the door.
Takes a little while. You hear steps on the other side. A grey-haired lady opens the door. She's about the age that Magda was, but she looks better, less affected by everything that she must be carrying with her. But still, something tells you that she must be looking older than what her actual age is. Hello, who are you? She looks at you nervously.
I try to be friendly now. Hello there. My name is Bjorn, and this is my associate Carver. We're both old friends of Magda Orlova.
Oh, Magda. Oh, I see. I'm Ethel Brockman. Magda. Oh, well, then welcome inside. Please make yourself at home. The apartment is clean and tidy, with a cornucopia of small, dust-free ornaments placed everywhere. Furnishing is simple, and there's a small TV on a bureau.
Well, this is unexpected to be so nice. I raise an eyebrow.
Would you like coffee and some cinnamon rolls? She asks you.
That sounds absolutely amazing, Ethel. Thank you. Yes, please.
And she prepares the coffee and the cinnamon rolls.
I walk around and I look at the things in there.
You hear a knock on the door. Oh, that must be Lila. Sorry, I was expecting my neighbor to come as well. I hope that's not a problem.
No, not at all. We were actually meaning to visit Lila as well, because she is also a friend of Magda's, isn't she? Or was.
Was? What?
Oh yeah, let's. I'm sorry. Please let her in.
Okay, yes. She moves to the door and opens to Lila. Looks quite similar, actually. Almost a bit difficult to tell them apart. They sit down with the coffee and the cakes. You mentioned that something happened to Magda?
Hello, Lila. My name is Bjorn, and this here is my associate, Carver. We were also friends of Magda, having different, shared histories with her, and unfortunately, she has passed away just this other week.
That's very sad news.
Yes, indeed. We met her just a couple of days before, and it came quite unexpectedly that she suddenly would pass. But as it happens, it has sent both of us on a little bit of a journey, because we were trying to figure out a little bit more about Magda's actual past, and she seems to have led a very challenging life, and we were very impressed with what she made of it. Weren't we, Carver?
We were extremely impressed. and we'd be looking around a little, and well, to cut a long story short, we were very much wondering if you'd care to share some memories with us of your pasts. It'd be very important to us to know a few things about you. It could help us put Magda to rest, as it were.
Well, we all deserve rest. I suppose that's okay, right, Lila? Oh yes. You probably know that we were in a clinic in Frankfurt under order, and before then in a clinic outside of Moscow called the Kirov Clinic.
Yes. We've heard as much, yes.
I hold up a hand briefly and go, oh, just before we continue, you don't mind if I just light some candles, do you?
Sure, go ahead.
It's I almost didn't even wait to actually get permission. I just start lighting a few of the candles I've taken with me around us in a circle. A subtle circle. I'm not directly doing them around us. I'm kind of like putting them on the banisters. And I just sort of very idly comment, there's negativity in the night tonight. I'm sure you feel it. It always is nice to have some protection at times like this, don't you agree?
Candles are nice, yes. Very, very nice. Yeah, as I was saying, the clinics, they weren't so bad. Dr. Tatlina, she was very nice. Have you met her?
Natalia Tatlina, do you mean?
Yes. She took care of us.
Actually, just before we got here, we were paying a visit to Frankfurt and Oder. We visited the clinic, and we also visited Dr. Tatlina in her home. And she was kind enough to, just like you, treat us to some coffee and some cookies.
Oh, that's great that you've seen. How was she? Was she?
Oh, she
well?
was good. Yes, you should see her garden. It was fantastic. And I start eating on a cinnamon roll, and these are delicious too. Very nice.
They truly are. They're kind of nice and warm, and was probably baked quite recently, maybe earlier today.
I finish the candling and I go back to sit down, and just as I do that, I say, from memory, a very old Latin saying for like protection or that sort of thing. Perhaps it means nothing, but, well, these days I'm starting to have no idea what actually means nothing and what is actually very important. And I sit down next to Bjorn and then just sort of smile, probably trying to come off as I'm quite relaxed, but really I probably, to Bjorn anyway, look a little bit weird.
Yes, behind Ethel and Lila, Jenkins has jumped up on the headrest on the sofa behind them. He's pacing back and forth on the headrest behind them. They don't seem to have noticed him. Yes, we made sure to keep away from the three boys, and we came out okay, I guess. I know many of the others haven't been so fortunate. Some of them were changed beyond what should be possible.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate what happened there, and if it's any strange comfort, as it may be, the three boys that you mentioned have also recently passed away.
Oh, well, I hope they finally get some rest, and I just pray that they can somehow get forgiveness for what they did.
Do you, I mean, I understand that it's tough to talk about some of these things, because I understand that some of the things that you have gone through scarred many of you horribly, but we would love to hear anything you would have to share, from the time before the Frankfurt and Oder clinic, perhaps even before the Kiro clinic or thereabouts. I understand there were stories of a camp and some house. I'm not sure. I'm not too clear on this subject.
She starts to, she's holding her coffee cup and has a spoon in there. She starts, she's sort of mixing the coffee, and the spoon is sort of clinking towards the sides of the cup. She seems quite nervous. The time before, yes, the colonel of the camp was very strict. we were kept separate. There was a bird cage. Yes, the naughty ones were put in the bird cage. And the boys would pick out a kid to bully and torture, and some didn't make it even. Even Magda, she was strong when she arrived, and during the time in the camp, she and many others, they became worse. It was such a bad place.
I see. Don't worry. Calm down. It's
And Lila is also putting her hands on Ethel as she says this. The bird cage, yes. I can never forget the bird cage. She reaches out to touch your arm as well. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit... thinking about this makes me weak. I can't remember before then.
Did the boys ever go to the birdcage? The three of them?
No. No, I don't think the Colonel would have dared to put them there.
Why not?
I don't think any of the other children would have survived that.
What happened in the bird cage?
Oh, horrible things. They were locked in there, and all they had was just a little bit of space and each other, and they were going mad and changing and
One thing at a time. There's no rush. We just want to find out as much as we can.
I'm sorry, it's all black. I can't remember anything. Of course. Carver, this must be some kind of coping mechanism. Whatever she's suppressing must be truly awful.
I wonder at this point, does my enhanced awareness kick in? I look around, take into account what we just saw outside. I'm wondering if the illusion is weak here.
In here, reality is as strong as it has been anywhere that you've seen recently. This is a sanctuary from all the horrible things out there. You wish you could stay here forever.
I like it here.
Carver, perhaps Ethel and Lila's younger selves may be more forthcoming. Perhaps if you could find them. Perhaps if you could find them in the dream.
I sort of stand for a moment, and I just reach over to touch them both on both their shoulders, sort of like a encompassing gesture. I touch them, and I go, I'm sorry. I'm sure our questions are hard to answer. Maybe we've done enough here.
I look at him questioningly. But we're just getting started. I'm still enjoying my role here.
We don't need to rush, Bjorn, but maybe this is too much for them. Maybe we don't want to break what we have here. I think you understand what I mean.
Right. Is there anything else you think would be relevant to what we're gathering? Pieces of information in the past?
I want to sleep, Bjorn. Maybe it's too early to sleep, though. Mind you, maybe it doesn't matter.
The almanac in Ethel's apartment is showing that 2 more days have passed. You must have been out for a while in the hospital.
How come you two live so close together? Was that just coincidence?
We survived that hell together. That helps form a bond. Some bonds are worth protecting. We help each other through all the memories and everything that we carry with us. Perhaps that's why we're still alive.
I reach into my pocket and I take out that doodle I made ages ago of the symbol of Jiggidigel, and I go, I don't suppose you've ever seen this symbol before, have you?
Ethel drops the cup of coffee, and hot coffee splashes out on the floor. Oh, Ethel! Lila starts to rush over to clean it up. And Ethel looks like she's panicking.
I stand up. Well, maybe you're right, Carver. Maybe we shouldn't trouble these ladies a bit more. I'm so sorry. Do you wanna? Can we help out? Do you want a hand with something here?
No, we will be fine. Maybe it's best if you go. I think Ethel has gotten has become a little bit taken by remembering all these things. I must say that.
Of course.
I feel the same way. I hope things go well for you. You seem like nice young men.
Thank you, and likewise, and yes. Thank you so much for the hospitality.
I go to collect the candles and I just mutter, "Yes, I apologize for disturbing your sanctuary. Yes." And I just start to leave. Come, Jenkins.
Jenkins jumps down from the headrest on the sofa and follows you. You are outside of Ethel's apartment now. Where do you go?
I turn to Carver and I ask him, "Well, what was that? Did you get something that you have something to share? Did you feel something there?"
I feel I have the connection now. I feel we need to see them again, but not here. I think we need to rest now. But we need to be safe. Where can we rest that's safe, Bjorn?
You're talking nonsense. What do you mean? Rest? We'll meet them somewhere else?
Just trust me. You've trusted me so far, haven't you? We have to start accepting what happens. You already have. I'm starting to. We need to see where this goes. I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan?
Yes, we just need to be somewhere safe to rest. That's important.
Right. Well, sure. There are rooms for us at, let's see, it's actually the same hotel that we stayed in last time. Do you mind?
It's fine. It's good. Let's go.
Great.
And you make it back to the Hotel Schlosspark, the one that you spent time at. You come into the hotel room. It is just as it was before. Do you have separate rooms or do you share?
Separate rooms again, I think.
Before we depart, I just say, we'll get some rest, Bjorn, and we'll see what we'll do in the morning, yes?
Yeah.
I go to the room. I imagine Jenkins has somehow found his way in. I'm not even questioning it at this point, but has he?
Of course. He always does.
And I begin setting up candles again around the bed. I lay out incense. I start drawing crude circles. It's all old-fashioned stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it's always been stronger than I thought it was, or maybe it is just now. I don't know. And I get myself ready to sleep. As I go to sleep, I am focusing heavily on the two ladies we've just met.
You wake up. You're sitting together, huddled in the back of what must be an old truck. High walls of wood and sheet metal block your view of the outside, but the top is open. The sky is dark and starless above you. A black sun hangs heavily on the horizon and stares at you.
You have listened to an episode of Red Moon Roleplaying, where we play the campaign The Black Madonna for the tabletop role-playing game KULT Divinity Lost. The Black Madonna was originally constructed by Gunilla Jonsson and Mikael Petersen in 1991, with additional material for the 2017 edition by Marco Berman, Mattias Fredriksson, Petter Nallo, and Robin Liljenberg. KULT Divinity Lost is published by Helmgast. The music was created by Atrium Calseri and is used with permission from their label Cryochamber. Visit cryochamber.bandcamp.com or their YouTube channel to hear more excellent dark ambient. A new episode of Red Moon Roleplaying is released every Friday. Please like our Facebook page and give us comments, input and feedback there. You can also visit us at redmoonroleplaying.com. Finally, a big thank you to all supporters. If you want to show your appreciation and encourage our work, look out for us on Patreon and see if you want to support the show there. While the show will always be free of charge to our listeners, Patreon supporters will have access to extra material, such as a bonus podcast where we answer your questions about the campaign and role-playing games in general. If you just can't wait, you can even get access to the full-length, raw and unedited versions of our gaming sessions way before they are released as finished episodes. Thanks for listening. Looking forward to meeting again next week.